Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Chat here, and well, let's get back into Gotterdamerung. When last we checked, the people in Village 23 are allowed to live until the age of 25. As I mentioned, it's sort of like Logan's Run, which it is pretty much exactly what it is. What the difference is being the age. In the villages, I guess I don't know if it's all the villages, they're allowed to live to the age of 25. In the movie Logan's Run, I looked it up. It's a 1976 film made years ago by MGM. I guess in 1976, of course, years ago. I was basically 3 years old when it came out, but I saw it many years later on television. Basically, it's about it's a dystopian society where people are killed when they're killed when they reach the age of 30. 5-year difference, but yeah, they're this is basically the same thing. So I don't know if someone's doing this by, I don't know if it's being done by I hate to say it, Scotty or Ophelia or whoever else is in charge, or it's done by if it's done other means. But they're not allowed to live past the age of 25. If you're 13, if you reach a certain way, the Gerda's 13. If you reach a certain age, you don't have any kids, you are forced out, basically. Which makes me think, what age would men have to be forced out? Would it be automatically 25, or would it be that the other age if you don't have a kid? Okay, well, I don't know if we'll find that out or not, but just a little side note there. Now, here's the thing. I looked up how far I have to get in order to get more, more giant rings, because I know I need a lot of those. I think I need like about 10 of those. Hold on, let's check real quick here. Spirit origin list. Oh no. That's right. Enhance. Ascension. I know I need 5 more of the Aurora Steels and for Jean Archer's 4th and final ascension. Oh wait, doop. Okay, and where's MHXX? Oh, I'm going a little slow here. Okay. What? Oh, right. That's right. He's an extra. Anyway. And I need 8 giant rings for MHXX's 3rd ascension. Well, thankfully, Guildfest is coming. Right around the corner. Right after the weekend. As soon as the Fate Zero rerun ends, that'll happen. By the way, if you haven't done the Fate Zero rerun, please do it, because Fate Zero is probably one of the better stories that I've seen in terms of the events that have been on the various events that have been on FGO, as well as it's got a pretty good support caster welfare in Iotasfield. So play it, get her MP5. Anyway, back on this. Let's get into Village 23 and find out what else is going on. Another no battle scene. Anyway, like I said, I looked and see how far I need to get in order to do it. But like I said, Guildfest is coming. It's got those things I need. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it then. Anyway, get back into it here. We've got a no battle quest, so here we go. We're back at the village. This must be Gerda's house. Oh, it's no use. I can't seem to get through the border. I wonder why we got through earlier. Yes, you're right, Senpai. Hey, there you are! Hi guys, can you all see my astonishingly beautiful face? Hey Fo, you're here too, huh? Fo. Da Vinci. I doubt we have much time to talk, so I'll keep this brief. I've pieced together what's going on here using the data collected with my Mystic Code drone and the info Gordy gave me. Oh, he's asleep now, by the way. The last thing he said was, enough of this, I'm going to the rest of the captain's room. Wake me when it's time for breakfast. Fo. Now then, there are basically 3 different kinds of beings here. By beings, it's worth noting that I'm talking about strong, dominant creatures, not necessarily those of intelligence who have formed civilizations. Alright, so first we have the giants, tough, exceedingly strong predators. Second, we have humans who can't survive outside their villages. And third, we have envoys and their goddess. Seems to say that both are all well above humans on the proverbial totem pole in this lost belt. I'm sure the ice beasts are stronger than humans too, but they appear to be giants' pets, seem to have no real will of their own, so I've let them out. So far, so good. As for regular creatures, they seem to be almost non-existent here. Ordinary plants and animals just barely exist in the occasional flower garden. Each of those fields seems to be a warm place that just happened to be perfectly situated between the fire and ice zones. So putting all that aside as an exception to the 3 broad categories, in this lost belt, I'm afraid it looks like humanity is nowhere near the top of the food chain. If anything, they seem to be at the very bottom. The bottom? So I don't think we should be counting these humans as possible additions to our ranks. I doubt either their civilization or magecraft are all that developed. I mean, you haven't seen a single machine since you got there, right? And the girl you ran into out in the wilderness didn't even have a communication device, let alone a ward against giants. The humans that live here simply have no means of surviving outside these villages. Yes, that all makes sense. At least for this village, Village 23. The outside world, it may as well not exist. We did run into Gerda outside, but that was an unusual case. She would never have left it in circumstances that hadn't forced her to. The only reason this village even opened its gates is to thin the herd. As peaceful as this place looks, now that we have a clearer picture of what's going on, I'd say it's just as cruel as Russia, though in a different way. We still don't know much about these envoys and their goddess, who I assume are more or less running the show here. We also don't have any idea whether they might be willing to help us. It's very possible they may already be working for the cryptors, or with the cryptors, so keep that in mind. Ah, crap, we're losing our connection again. Alright, well, last bit of info. We still haven't found anywhere you could use to summon servants, so I'm afraid you'll need to keep scouting up. Football. Oh, so looks a little bit different there. Lady Mosh, Fo, Lady Solaria. Huh? Were you just talking to a tiny person? Oh, it must have been Mr. Chubb. Well, yes, we were talking to someone, but I'm afraid we just lost the connection. Connection? What's being connected? Hey, you know so many things I've never heard about, Lady Mosh. You have so many things I've never seen before. Having you around is so much fun. I wasn't sure if an envoy like you would like my cooking, but you even said my bread and fish were really tasty. You're so kind and strong, and just wonderful. I just love spending time with you. Will you stay tomorrow night too? I know you must have worked since tomorrow's a special day and all, but if you don't mind, I'm sorry, but I really don't think we're the kind of envoy you're thinking of. Sure you're not. Wait, did you get here a day early all because of me? Oh, if you did, then I apologize. The last thing you want to do is make trouble for you. No, it's not that. Senpai? I gotta clear up this misunderstanding. I don't think there's anything we can say that would help her understand. Yes, I suppose you're right. In that case, I'll hold off and try to convince her. That said, there is something I still want to ask her. Is that all right with you, Senpai? Go for it. Thank you, Senpai. Gerda, can I talk to you for a bit? What is it, Lady Mosh? Well, you see... Hold it! I'll ask questions here. Director, you're awake? I was just looking to see if we had some sleeping pills when I heard our connection was back online. In fact, I've been listening in on the last half a minute or so. I'll take it from here, Mosh. To the two of us, it's clear who's the better negotiator. You there, child. This is a question of a rather personal nature. You may answer it however you like. Huh? I'd like to ask you something. What is it, Lady Mosh? You've always been living here in this village your whole life. How did you feel about it? How do you feel about it? Does it weigh on you? Does it weigh on you? Do you ever think about your future? About what's going to happen when you grow up? Don't you wish you could see the world outside your tiny village without having to live in fear of giants? Haven't you ever wished to be free? Future? Free? World? Gerda, in this world, no matter how healthy you are, you never get to live past your 20s. How can you be so cheerful about that? How does it not worry you? Huh? Please cheer up, Lady Mosh. You too, Mr. Chubb. Why are you both so sad? I'm sorry. I wish I could answer you, but I'm afraid I don't understand what either of you are talking about. Maybe it's because I never learned how to read or write well. What do you mean by future? I think I know what the word means. It means the time after tomorrow, right? This is hard. That hard, huh? I know what free means, too. It's when you're not stuck inside your home or tied down with rope, right? In that case, I am free. I can go anywhere I want in the whole village. I can go to the farmland in the village center, or to the pond, and I can visit anyone's house I like. I can go to Laura's house and see the new baby if I want. In our world, people get to live for a long time. Even longer than 25? Yes, much, much longer. Some people live longer than others, of course, but that's right. Many live to be 80 or 90 or even more. And they don't just have children. Some people also have grandchildren, great-grandchildren, if they live long enough, of course. Some people are just still unfortunate enough to have their lives cut short by illness or accident, but it's a long way off from no one ever living past 25. The only ones destined to die early are homunculi. Not that they're any concern of mine, though. Grandchildren? Great-grandchildren? Indeed. And if one never has children or grandchildren, many people still choose to spend their long lives with people they love. Even if they never have families of their own, some people spend their lives among friends and comrades, working towards goals of their own choosing. Why am I even talking about this? Sounds like we may just get to live ordinary, happy lives. But fine. If no one else will say it, then I will. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with all of you? How can you be happy about a life doomed to be cut short? How are you not angry or even afraid? The Yaga may have had to survive in brutal conditions, but at least they were still free to live into old age. This whole thing really bothers me, and now our connection's acting here too. I'm going to bed. Goodbye. I was able to lost words. Phew. Mr. Chubb is right, Gerda. Our world is very complicated, but it also offers us endless possibilities. I think that's because we were able to grow up agreeing with and disagreeing with all kinds of people throughout our lives. That's how humans have always been. I'm sure it's no different here in Scandinavia. People can do anything they set their mind to. I think that's what it really means to be free. In practice, there may be far more things we can't do than we can. But even so, I think that's what everyone wants. Stay silent. Gerda, is there anything in this world that you would wish for? Wish for? Well, let's see. I got the medicinal herbs I was looking for, and tonight's dinner was yummy. So I actually can't think of anything else I want right now. Usually I do, though. Really. Sometimes I want to catch a big fish in the pond, or I want my bread to be turned out really well. Those sorts of things. Oh, sometimes I wish I could see another beautiful rainbow again, like I did that one time. Oh? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I know I'm not giving you good answers, but I don't really understand your questions. Still, everything you said sounds lovely. Getting to be an elderly person, doing anything you want. Not at all. I'm the one who should be apologizing for that. I didn't mean to confuse you. I'm sorry. Oh no, please don't be. I'm not confused. I really did think it was lovely. I mean, I haven't understood everything you meant, but I did think it sounded absolutely amazing. It was just so... I can't even begin to imagine it all. That's never happened to me before. I guess sure they said about envoys being difficult to understand. There's still so much I want to know about children. But you said in your world, there are also grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I can't imagine. Can you see so many generations of children? I guess that's something you can do if you get to be elderly. I never thought about that sort of thing before. After all, nobody can ever live that long. Okay, we're going back to the screen, looks like. Yep. And we've got a fight in this one with, looks like riders. Yeah, we got riders, so it's going to be assassins. Let me check how yeah, this video is long enough. What I'm going to do is after I get done with this, I'm going to go ahead and, now that I can do this on my phone, I'm going to go ahead and schedule this one for one of the days I normally post these videos, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays. This is the day that I already posted the previous one, the long, like 30-something minute one. So probably Tuesday. The Tuesday basically after Guildfest starts. And the one with the fight with these riders is going to be the following Thursday. Okay, so that's going to be it for this one. I'm going to go ahead and record the next one. We'll see you fight, and take care of yourselves.